Good day, class. Welcome to Unit Standard 114592. In this Unit Standard, we will look at how to produce business plans for a new venture. It is made up of 4 sessions. In this session, we will identify, gather, and analyze the relevant information needed to compile a plan for a new venture. A business plan is a planning document that summarizes a business opportunity and how management intends to tackle the opportunity identified in the business plan. Let us look at the importance and purpose of a business plan and why it is used. We will look at a few uses of a business plan. A business plan is very helpful when you need to assess the market for your product or service, your competitors, as well as other important information. When a business is applying for funding, the bank manager will discuss your business plan in depth so they can assess the odds of your business being successful. You need to bear in mind that financial institutions have minimum requirements that need to be included in the business plan. Business plans can be prepared as a tool of moving the business into the future. If the business is pre-existing, and some strategies like marketing and advertising strategies have evolved, then the changes need to be incorporated into the business plan. In the business environment, people plan for a number of reasons, such as working smarter. It helps management understand and clarify the risks and come up with methods of managing and reducing the risks. Planning can be for future orientation, testing ideas, results orientation, stress management, and motivation. Future orientation is planning for the future. It helps the team to be prepared and more alert to opportunities, problems, and changes that might occur in the future. When testing ideas, management can develop and update business strategies through examining the feasibility of ideas and opportunities. In the aspect of result orientation, planning helps develop and state specific goals which are measurable over time, which allows the business performance to be measurable. In the aspect of stress management, when you establish realistic goals, it helps manage stressful business situations. And lastly, in the aspect of motivation, its realistic goals help motivate and guide the management and employees of a business. You might ask yourself, why should you use a business plan? A business plan helps you consider all aspects involved in your business, which can give you more confidence in your business, and it helps you reconsider strategies and identify limits or problems that may occur. The two primary reasons why a business plan is a useful tool is because it can be used as a means of guiding growth and to raise capital. A business plan is very important for the success of both new and established businesses. There are certain procedures and characteristics that will help you draw up a winning business plan. Let us look at 10 characteristics that you can integrate into your business plan. The first procedure is a detailed market research, where you get to know and understand your target market, how you intend to reach them, and the competitive advantage your product or service brings to customers. The second procedure is a clear and realistic financial projections. Every business plan should contain forecasted balance sheets, income statements, and cash flow statements. The third procedure is a detailed competitor analysis, which gives you a competitive advantage and improves your odds with potential lenders and investors, since you understand your competitors' strengths and weaknesses. The fourth procedure is a description of the management team. Potential investors and lenders are impressed by a great management team, which is why you should use the business plan to illustrate the different elements of your management team and how their experience will help you acquire business success. The fifth procedure is a distinct vision. Having a clear vision of where the business is going, the accomplishments that you are pursuing, and how the business will achieve them gives investors more faith in the business. The sixth procedure is an understanding of financial options. If a business is considering alternative sources of finance, for instance, a loan, then it will be required to explain why the business needs financing, how much funding it needs, how the funding will be used, and how it will be paid back. By making sure that this procedure is covered, the business proves to potential investors that all areas of financing were considered. The seventh procedure is a correct format and writing style. A business plan needs to be interesting and well written. It needs to be well organized with a table of contents directing the reader to the topics covered in the business plan. Structure and format is very important. The eighth procedure is being concise. You should ensure that there is enough detail which is concise and straightforward in order to answer any possible questions from the potential lenders and investors. The ninth procedure is a good summary. This is the most challenging part of a business plan. It is the first section that is read by any potential investor, so it is crucial that it captures the reader's attention and interest. The last procedure is customization. One might use different business plan guides and resources as reference for writing a business plan. In such instance, one must ensure to customize the business plan to suit their business, because no two businesses are identical. Therefore, you should incorporate the plan to reflect your vision for the company. There is no standard structure for a business plan, since they are written for different reasons and each reason has its own specific requirements. All business plans serve a similar purpose and should be made up of the same elements. Let us briefly look at the 7 elements of a business plan. The first element is the business model, which is what outlines the history and background of the identified business. For the business model, you are required to describe how you came up with the business idea or how the business was formed, what the business will do, and the unique capabilities that make your business stand out in the industry. A business model helps investors understand how your business will function. The second element is the vision and mission. In this section, you will explain your vision for the business and identify the short-term and long-term objectives. The 3 main objectives of a small business is the creation of the business, the survival of the business, and the profitability of the business. The third element is the pestle and SWOT analysis. This is where you convince the person reading the business plan that you understand the competitive environment and the macro environment in which your business operates. The fourth element is the marketing plan. This is where you describe your marketing strategy, and this should be in line with marketing analysis conducted in the third element. You need to discuss how you will create customer awareness and customer satisfaction in detail. The fifth element is human resource plan. In this element, you need to describe who is behind the business. For example, if you are a sole proprietor, you need to include your CV and discuss your abilities and experiences you will be bringing to the business. If you need help, then you must discuss how you intend getting help, whether it may be through studying or using other personnel. In the case of a partnership, you must discuss each partner's abilities, skills, qualifications, and background. Supporting documents are required. If the business is incorporated, then you need to give information on the structure and the key personnel positions with their individual contributions. The sixth element is the financial plan, where you are required to discuss past, current, and projected finances. One can start by discussing the financial needs of a business, and if you are applying for alternative funding, then you need to state how much funding is needed and how it will be used. Relevant support data needs to be included. You need to provide a cash flow statement which discusses the inflow and outflow of your business over a period of time. You also need to provide an income projection over 3 years and discuss your break-even analysis. The last element is the harvest strategy, also known as an exit strategy, which is required by investors or venture capitalists that have or are planning on investing in your business to know how they will be compensated for their investment in your business. We have come to an end of our session. I highly recommend that you go over your notes so that you get to cover the topics more in depth and get a better understanding of how to do things. Let us take a break and continue in the next session.